The girl simply dipped her hand into the crystal-clear seawater, not expecting the strange thing that happened next. Countless small fish, as if hearing some kind of call, suddenly swam toward her position. The greedy fishermen watching this scene weren't particularly surprised, though, because whenever they took the girl out fishing, they always returned with a full catch. It was this special ability of hers that fed nearly 100 insatiable residents on the small island. But the girl's secret went far beyond this. Every morning, a long line formed outside the home of the couple who had adopted her, because anyone who had contact with the girl could be healed of whatever ailment troubled them. The locals viewed her as a savior, even treating her like a divine being. Her arrival had allowed the islanders to live a life of prosperity without fear of illness. However, as time passed, this peaceful village fell into civil war due to the selfishness and greed of the fishermen. One day, Annie and her friends were playing in the mountains when they suddenly discovered a huge beehive on the ground. Strangely, when Annie slowly approached, the normally aggressive bees landed on her hand like pets. But when Annie showed this amazing sight to her friends, she discovered they were being attacked by the swarm. Seeing her friends injured, Annie unconsciously clenched her fist, and to her surprise, all the surrounding bees suddenly self-destructed, losing their lives forever. Her friends were stunned witnessing this, and even Annie herself found it unbelievable. To avoid being seen as a monster, Annie asked her friends to keep this secret. Unexpectedly, after this incident, Annie's special abilities mysteriously disappeared. She could no longer heal the local residents, and the fishermen caught very few fish when they went to sea. A week passed this way, and the locals grew restless, holding an emergency community meeting overnight. Deeply anxious and fearful about their future, they brought gifts to comfort Annie early the next morning, praying she would quickly regain her powers so they could return to their former prosperous life. That night, while Lisa was soothing Annie to sleep, she accidentally noticed that a cut from earlier that day was rapidly healing. Excited, she quickly called her husband over, who was surprised to discover that the scar on his own hand was also visibly disappearing. This instantly made the couple realize that Annie's healing ability had returned. To help Aunt May, who suffered from severe dementia, Lisa immediately wanted to share this news with her. Without Annie's healing these past few days, Aunt May's condition had remained terrible. But Nick, her husband, stopped her, understanding that once Aunt May regained her senses, all the islanders would again exploit Annie's abilities for personal gain. Nick said that aging, illness, and death were natural laws, and begged his wife not to interfere. But Lisa couldn't harden her heart, and at midnight she invited Aunt May to their home. In the blink of an eye, Aunt May's dementia was cured, but the fisherman's catch remained dismally poor. Soon, the fisherman rushed to Lisa's house. Apparently, after regaining her senses, Aunt May had leaked the news about Annie's restored powers.